Wageni wetu wa heshima, gwaride sasa imeanza kwa mwendo wa pole, wakiweza kuchongea hapa kwa jukwaa kupeana heshima zao. Kikundi cha kwanza, mgeni wetu wa heshima, kinaongozwa na Corporal John Wanyonyi Barasa. Cha pili, Samuel Muchiri Karioki. Cha tatu, Salome Chepkurui. Cha nne, Caroline Kadeu Muteti. Mgeni wetu wa heshima, hawa maafala wanaofusu siku ya leo wamechukua hapa takriban mwezi mmoja. Bendi yetu ya siku ya leo ni Salvation Army. Parade commander wa siku ya leo ni Senior Superintendent Crispinus Mahano. Walio chukuani wakati ya ice ride wote watasimama kwa kupokea salute. Mgeni wetu wa heshima, kikundi cha pili kinaongozwa na Corporal Samuel Muchiri Karioki. Cha tatu kinaongozwa na Corporal Salome Chepkurui kipeana ice ride. Vizuri sana. Cha nne kinapeanwa na Caroline Kadeu Muteti. Wanadada wachaachwa nyuma jameni. Cha tano, Omar bwana mpya Takaka. Wetulia kabisa pale. Mgeni wetu wa heshima ni macho tu. Cha sita, Corporal Arnold Marwa. Kinachopita ni cha Corporal Arnold Marwa. Wetulia kabisa. Cha saba, Kelvin Ayeka Malongo. Cha saba, Salane Duncan Okech. Bendi yetu ya siku ya leo ni ya Salvation Army kutoka Eldoret Corps. ni kulisha macho tu pasipo na kelele. Onyesho kamili. Mabibi na mabwana, hiki kitengo cha training kinaongozwa na Senior Superintendent David Makoha akisaidiwa na Crispinos Mahano kiwa msaidizi wake. Pia vile vile aliyesimamia program, entire training program na majukumu mengine mbalimbali ni Superintendent Simiyu, tukiwa pia na mkufunzi ambaye alisimamia maneno ya sheria, anaitwa Chief Inspector Ngome. Walimu ambao wako na ujuzi wa hali ya juu. Haya yote mnayoyaona ni kwa mwezi mmoja tu, sio miezi 9 jameni. Tuko na wenzetu hapa wa kitengo cha usalama cha polisi, kiwa na OCBD wetu, vile vile OCS. Haya yote ni ya mwezi mmoja. Ni mwendo wa kasi sasa, wanasema ni break from slow to quick time. Hilo onyesho ni kulisha macho tu. Mgeni wetu wa heshima, haya yote ni ya mwezi mmoja, sio miezi 9 jameni. Upande wa administration pia vile vile ukiwakilizwa na BCC wa eneo hii, naona wako imara kabisa kuhakikisha usalama upo ili kuwezesha mambo kama haya kuweza kufanyika. Jameni, huo ni mwendo wa kasi, kwa kimombo ni quick time. Wako tayari kabisa kwa onyesho. Ni kisikino kabisa kutoa vumbi, na hiyo ndio inahimizwa katika training. Wageni wetu wa siku ya leo, time hapo juu kabisa kuweza kungojea vikundi vingine kisha ku advance in a review order. Mabibi na mabwana, kwa siku ya leo ni onyesho kamili cha hawa maafala kuonyesha wamehitimu kwa huo muda ambao wamekaa na walimu. Wameweza kupitishwa katika mafunzo mbalimbali yakiwemo maneno ya disaster management, huduma ya kwanza, first aid, hiyo ni marking time jameni. Wapi makofi? Hiyo ni kwa advance kuja kuwekwa sawa. Makofi jameni. Wanawekwa sawa kuweza ku advance in review order. Hilo ni jeshi extended lina advance. Makofi jameni. Mgeni wa heshima, ni wakati wa kuapishwa. Kiapo cha utiifu. Mimi naapa ya kwamba nitakuwa mwaminifu kwa katiba na rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya katika utumishi wangu kama askari wa ulinzi wa vuvi. Nitalinda na kuzuia uvunjaji wa sheria kwa mujibu wa sheria iliyowekwa. Nitafanya kazi zangu zote zinazohusu kikosi cha vuvi. Nitafuata amri zote nitakazopewa kwa sasa na zitakazofuata baadaye zinazohusu kazi yangu. Nitafanya kazi zangu zote kama askari wavuvi kwa mujibu wa sheria, bila uoga, mapendeleo, shauku au nia mbaya. Ewe Mwenyezi Mungu nisaidie. Mwenzangu kwa studio ya pili, tafadhali.
Asante sana. Our chief guests, Dr. Francis Awino, with the PS State Department for Fisheries, Blue Economy and Aquaculture. Your Excellency, Governor Benjamin Cheboy, Governor Baringo, Chairman, Kenya Fisheries Service, Director General, Kenya Fisheries Service, Director, Kenya School of Government, Baringo Campus, Dr. Leiro Letangule, and the entire fraternity from the Kenya School of Government, Parade Commander, Training Commandants, all those from the disciplined forces, our County Commissioner, represented by the Deputy County Commissioner, and the entire security team from Baringo County, Chaplain, Kenya School of Government, and the entire clergy, all graduates who are now graduates, trainees, mabibi na mabwana. Chief guests, in respect of time and for this very important and auspicious occasion, it is my humble pleasure and honor to invite Director, Kenya School of Government, Baringo Campus, Dr. Leiro Letangule, to take over from here. Welcome, sir. Makofi anapokuja, tafadhali mabibi na mabwana.
Our chief guests, the Principal Secretary, State Department of Fisheries, Blue Economy and Aquaculture, Dr. Awino, our Governor, Baringo County, His Excellency Benjamin Chesire Cheboy, the Director General, Kenya Fisheries Service, the Chairman, Kenya Fisheries Service Board, the Director General, Kenya Coast Guard Services, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the management and the staff of the Kenya School of Government, Baringo Campus, I wish to welcome you to Kenya School of Government Experiential Learning Center here at the shores of Lake Baringo. Our guests, Baringo Campus continues to pursue the overall vision of the school, that is excellence in public service capacity development. The campus supports the government in the transformation of public service through the implementation of a portfolio of learning and development courses, nurturing the development of professional expertise, the inculcation of public service doctrines, execution of evidence-based research that informs public policy, as well as offering consultancy services for organizational engineering and bolstering productivity in the public service. Our guests, we continue to dutifully implement a learning and development course portfolio comprising the Strategic Leadership Development Program, the Senior Management courses, Supervisory Management, Supervisory Skills Development courses, Public Relations and Customer Care, among many other programs that we do offer at the Kenya School of Government. Specialized training programs such as this distinguished paramilitary training, also known as advanced experiential learning, among other performance improvement, in-house hosted and client-driven courses. Our guests, Baringo campus also remains a premier provider of consultancy services for organizational engineering and bolstering productivity in the region, and provides advisory and outreach programs. I'm honored this morning to present for a pass-out parade of 173 Kenya Fisheries Service Constable guards who have successfully undertaken a 1-month intensive and rigorous paramilitary training characterized by drill, discipline, first aid and safety, physical training, disaster management, laws, human resource, national values, and this graduation pass-out parade is one of its kind because it's actually our maiden training of this kind. Chief guests, specifically, the Kenya Fisheries Service Advanced Experiential Learning, that is paramilitary training, sought to, 1, build resilience and enhance necessary to prepare constable officers to undertake their work dutifully. 2, expose learners to situations that call for pragmatic, innovative, creative interventions in addressing challenges in the public service. 3, practically impart values through change in mindset and develop desirable value-based leadership traits and attitudes necessary to propel the public service. And 5, inculcate high sense of statesmanship and call for civic duty in the public officers. And finally, enable officers to constitute and lead high performance teams. Our guests, in a snapshot, this paramilitary training for Kenya Fisheries Constables is a carefully designed initial instruction of newly recruited constables. The training encompasses a physically and psychologically intensive training process which resocializes constables by re-engineering one's sense of social values, beliefs, and social norms and essential tasks of highly disciplined personnel for the purpose of ensuring participants fit into the demands of Kenya Fisheries Service Constable deployment. The training process resocializes recruits to the demands made of them by constabulary service life. Psychological conditioning techniques were used to shape attitudes and behavior so that constables will obey all lawful orders, face and conquer danger, and seamlessly by carefully bringing to book offenders through proper handling of exhibits and securing sufficient evidence. In this training, constables made extensive use of 3 types of conditioning techniques. 1, role modeling. 2, classical conditioning. And 3, operant conditioning. Participants were required to partially submerge their individuality for the sake of their training cluster unit, which enhanced obedience to orders to perform actions normally absent from civilian life, including prolonged exposure to strenuous situations. Chief guests, we recognize that the structured working environment of Kenya Fisheries Service Constables require high level of self-discipline, organized, ordered, and well-developed paramilitary skills during the constable tenure and progress. I wish to assure you that with this training, all the graduates before you now have the capacity to confront the challenges associated with their respective duties from a point of discipline, attitude, knowledge, skills, and requisite competencies. Further, this cadre of officers will from now on be capable of delivering the much needed services to the Kenya Fisheries Service and the Kenyan citizenry regardless of the prevalent environment on the ground. Further, the officers should be able to respond to challenges relating to fishing industry in Kenya, support in disaster mitigation efforts, collaborate with other paramilitary and security agencies in promoting security, safeguarding fish resources in Kenya, and comprehend the procedures of handling offenders breaching fishing regulations in this country. Chief Guest, on this note, therefore, allow me to congratulate the graduates on this deserved achievement considering the said rigor, intensity, and significance of the program on their careers and service delivery. To the graduates, I believe this course has adequately prepared you to benefit from your scheme of service. It will also enhance your career progression in this competitive field. As a public servant, the Kenya Constitution 2010 Article 232 on values and principles of service delivery expects public officers to discharge their duties within these provisions. I therefore expect you to offer timely, responsive, and effective services to your clients. As I conclude, Chief Guest, I'm glad to note that all of these participants have met the course requirements and are eligible for a paramilitary training certificate. Congratulations. Please note that there are many other training requirements necessary for your career growth pursuant to your respective schemes of service. I now take this opportunity on behalf of the management and the Kenya School of Government to appreciate and thank the Kenya Fisheries Service and the Ministry of Fisheries, State Department for Fisheries, Aquaculture, and Blue Economy for the confidence that they have with the Kenya School of Government, which is well demonstrated by the fact that you brought these participants here for this important training. Thank you very much. I really appreciate and thank the ministry and the Kenya Fisheries Service for this gesture. I now want to also take this opportunity to thank the governor of Baringo County for the support that we continue to receive as a campus from Baringo County. Because Baringo County is not only our host, but they have also been one of our greatest partners and the partners who have been giving us a lot of support. Your Excellency, the Governor, you remember that we had a conversation around the possibility of allocating land to Kenya School of Government around Lake Baringo so that we can be able to have our property that we'll be able to use for training such as this one. So I appreciate and I know that you're going to give us land so that we can be able to advance this experiential learning that we offer to the public service. Thank you very much and congratulations, participants. Thank you.
Director, sir, you may invite the representative from County Commissioner. And as you do that, may I also acknowledge in protocol Director General, Kenya Coast Guard Services. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's now my humble duty and pleasure to invite the representative of the County Commissioner, the DCC Marigat. Karibu sana bwana DCC.
Our chief guest, PS, State Department for Fisheries, Blue Economy and Aquaculture, Your Excellency, Governor Benjamin Cheboy, Director KSG, Daktari Letangule, and all guests and graduates. I am Douglas Mutugi, DCC Baringo South, and I'm representing our County Commissioner, Bwana Abdrisak Jardesa. I want to say that as a county, we are very, 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 very proud to have been chosen to host this training, which has been here for 1 month. I really want to appreciate the ministry and the PS for considering us, and we request that we be given another chance, because as all have seen, the graduates have really done well, and that proves that we are capable of hosting such a training again and again. I also want to take this opportunity to salute the Kenya School of Government, the Director, Baringo Campus, Daktari, for the good work that you've done, and your staff. I know your motto. You have lived up to that motto, empowering the public service and ensuring that the public servants give the best in terms of service delivery. We really are very proud of you, and we will going to partner with you going forward. To the graduates, I have witnessed and others have witnessed that you've really given your best. You have a calling to ensure that all the assets of the fisheries across the country are secured. You've taken your oath, and I have seen your commitment. Mine is to ask you to give the best, and remember that service to humanity is service to God. I wish you the best, and may God bless you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. May I now invite Director General, Kenya Fisheries Service. Welcome, sir.
Our chief guest, Dr. Francis Owino, PS State Department for Fisheries, Aquaculture and Blue Economy, Your Excellency, the Governor of Baringo, Commissioner, Baringo County, my colleague, Director General, Kenya Coastal Services, Chairman, Board of Directors of Kenya Fisheries Service, member of the Board of Directors of Kenya Fisheries Service, Director, Kenya School of Government, Baringo. All protocols observed, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I must say that I'm indeed quite impressed, guest of honor, because when I look around at today's event, it's coming back to a way that was started back 1 year ago. Kenya's fisheries resources. And to achieve this goal, one of the key areas of focus is to ensure appropriate conservation, development of standards on management and sustainable use, development and protection of fisheries resources, and to coordinate or undertake monitoring, control, and surveillance in all fishery water bodies in the country, and also to identify manpower requirements and recruit and build capacity of manpower at all levels for the service, among other key functions. Our guest of honor, I would wish to say that the graduates who are before us today, I can say that I've seen that they have been trained to maneuver, and I believe that they were here by the time when we had agreed. And the part of what we are seeing is actually part of what we call endurance. And it reminds me of when we went through the National Youth Service, where things could happen the way they are happening. Is actually part of the ways to show that you people are really indeed determined. And I'm glad to see that Kenya Fisheries Service is now building capacity in terms of building capacity for our constable fisheries guards. I wish to make reference to one of the functions, that is monitoring, control, and surveillance, which I would wish to say that we are actually supposed to work with multi-agencies. And guest of honor, you will see that this is why we decided to invite among the agencies that we work with, Kenya Coast Guard Services. We are also working with the county government, and we are also working with the county commissioners, wherever they are located. And I'm really glad that we are having His Excellency the Governor of Baringo County with us. And I would wish to say that one of the things that we intend to do is to start operationalizing the service, the MCS unit. And I'm glad that we have trained these people, and that they have these officers have gone through the basic paramilitary training of Constable Fisheries Guards, which is a key milestone of operationalization of the MCS unit. And this will go a long way to prevent, deter, and eliminate illegal and reported and regulated fishing, and also build capacity, including all the other things that are actually supposed to be done under Section 20 of the Fisheries Management and Development Act. May I take this opportunity to remind the graduates that part of the responsibility that they'll be supposed to undertake is that among the duties and responsibilities will be, they will be expected to provide security to officers on MCS operations, to provide custody to suspects and exhibits, assisting in drafting of charges, and also gathering intelligence on IUU fishing and trade, among other duties at the various workstations. May I take this opportunity, guest of honor, to congratulate the Constable Fisheries Guards for the ability to learn quickly as manifested during this passing out parade. And I would also wish to thank Kenya School of Government, Baringo, for the support that they have given us in building capacity for Constable Fisheries Guards. I also wish to acknowledge the support that we have gotten from our Principal Secretary, because Kenya Fisheries Service is an agency under the State Department, and we have really gotten a lot of support. And we can witness today that Bwana PS is here with us as a chief guest for this function. To add, I would wish to say something that was not part of my speech today, but as was coming, I was told to pass Professor Gadu Nyaga's remarks to Your Excellency the Governor. So receive greetings from Professor Gadu Nyaga, who is a member of the Board of Directors of Kenya Fisheries Service, and he has not been able to be with us. So I wish to thank each and every one of us, and I wish to wish you all the best as you move to the field to handle the functions that are above us, so that we can serve Kenyans in the best way possible. Thank you.
Welcome the chairman, please.
And let me take this opportunity now to welcome Colonel Retired Nur Musa, the chairman of the Board of Directors of Kenya Fisheries Service. Karibu.
Thank you. Our chief guest, Dr. Francis Owino, our PS, Your Excellency, Governor Baringo, His Excellency, Mr. Cheboy, the County Commissioner, Representative Baringo, Director, Kenya Coast Guard Service, Director, Kenya School of Government, Baringo, security representative from Baringo who are present, board directors of board of directors members present from Kenya Fisheries Service, graduates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Today, we are gathered here to witness the pass-out parade of the Coastal Fishery Guards at Experimental Learning Center in Lake Baringo, School of Government. This momentous event is one of the key achievements of the Kenya Fisheries Service as recorded in this financial year. These achievements are a manifestation of the continuous support of the Board of Directors to this service. The board is committed to ensure the service recruits, develops, maintains a skilled manpower required to perform its crucial function within the service. Since the operationalization of this service began, the board had assisted the service to recruit 150 fishermen, fishery officers, 198 constable fishery guards who are passing out here today, who have attended the course and who are now on this parade ground. These staffs have significantly strengthened the human resource capacity of the service. In that form, from this human resource pool, we have established regional offices in 8 regions, including Lake Victoria region, Western, North Rift, Lake Turkana, Central, South Rift, Nairobi Metropolitan, East Central, Eastern, and Coast. This is intended to bring the service closer to people and enhance monitoring, controlling, and surveillance of the fishery resources within our country. Furthermore, the Board of Directors is in this financial year supporting the service to operationalize unit and mobilize resources required for monitoring, controlling, and surveillance within the service. The board is fully aware of the huge potentials in the fisheries and blue economy sector and is working towards the realization of the benefits of the people of Kenya. To this end, we are supporting the service to ensure their resources are utilized in meeting the needs of the future generation. This is what we call sustainable development. This is further calls for conservation, protection of the fisheries and blue economy resources through sensitization of resource users, training, monitoring, controlling and surveillance patrols, and enforcement of the fishery laws as enshrined in the Kenyan Constitution, Cap 378, Article Fishery Act 2012. Today, the Constable Fishery Guards are now empowered to go and protect our fishery resources as per that law and as per the Fisheries Act 2012. I want to congratulate you for successfully completion of this vigorous training and go and put what we have learned into practice. They say theory informs practicals. What we are seeing here is a theory which you have been taught and we are now putting into practice, and what is required, and go and put it into practice where you go and work and do it correctly as per the law. I want to appreciate the key stakeholders in the blue economy sector for collaboration and support you have accorded Kenya Fisheries Service. And I thank you all for having graced this occasion, our governor, our peers, and all guests. And I also wish the graduates a pleasant completion of the course. I know what you are lacking is uniform, and at the board, we are going to look into that. And with value addition of the uniform, this could have been a very perfect parade. And we are going to do what is possible to ensure that you get your uniforms quick as possible. I thank you all. I wish you best of luck in your endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Director General, Kenya Coast Guard, sir.
Thank you. The PS, State Department of Fisheries, Blue Economy and Aquaculture, Dr. Francis Owino, His Excellency Benjamin Cheboy, the Governor Baringo, Chairman of the Kenya Fisheries Board, Director General Kenya Fisheries Service, Director Kenya School of Government, the County Commissioner Rep, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. For the graduates, I know it's been a long day and it's quite hot. I'll try to make mine as short as possible, seeing what is happening. First and foremost, on hindsight, it to say I'm very impressed with the command of the parade for what I've seen so far. The parade was very impressive, considering that it took quite a short time for you people to achieve this from a civilian level to what I've seen today. I felt very much at home, considering that that is my background. Congratulations to the Director of the Kenya School of Government for this good job. Graduates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to join you here on this auspicious occasion of the passing out graduation of Fisheries Constable Guards. Hearty congratulations to all the Fisheries Constable Guards for completing your training at this is critical in your delivery of service. Noting that this has been rigorous training and you all have concluded successfully, it's a clear indication that you all have what it takes to undertake the task ahead of you. You are all aware of the government's focus on the blue economy, and following this induction, much will be expected for you as it pertains fisheries law enforcement. Kenya Coast Guard Service, a multi-agency maritime law enforcement, also with the mandate of protection of fisheries and other marine resources, we look forward to benefiting from value addition you will make following your training. I acknowledge that among the graduates are 4 Fishery Constable Guards deployed to the Kenya Coast Guard Service. I believe during the intensive paramilitary training, they have acquired discipline and relevant skills as seen in the drill today in maritime law enforcement, and I will now be able to undertake their duties effectively and efficiently, especially in protecting fishery resources and their habitats. You will agree with me that the protection and the sustainable utilization of fishery resources is one of the drivers of the blue economy. We give Kenya Fisheries our assurance of collaboration and cooperation as we implement our mandates, and we look forward in receiving back our personnel second with Kenya Coast Guard Service to benefit, after benefiting from the new knowledge they have undertaken in this course. I take this opportunity to thank the State Department of Fisheries and Blue Economy through the DG Kenya Fisheries for organizing this vital course that prepares our important human resource that is paramount as a foundation of blue economy sustainable exploitation. As I draw close to my speech, today is a new beginning for you. Remember what you've learned here make yourself proud as you go back to your work environments. Congratulations, hongera nyote, asanteni sana kwa fursa hii na mwafaka kuongea nanyi. And now gives me great pleasure and honor to invite His Excellency Honorable Cheboy to make his remarks.
Thank you. Thank you, Director General. The graduating Kenya Fisheries Constables, the peers in charge of fisheries, blue economy, and aquaculture, the Chairman, Kenya Fisheries Services, the Director General, Coast Guard Services, the Director, Kenya Fisheries Services, the Director, Kenya School of Government, government officials present,